Greetings, and thank you for joining the weekly meditation of Calgary Mindfulness, where every Sunday morning we meditate for 15 minutes on a different topic, often suggested by our practicing community. If you would like to join these meditations live, or if you would like to attend in-person meditations around the Calgary area during the summer months, please email calgarymindfulness@gmail.com. I hope you enjoy this practice and wishing you a wonderful week. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our Sunday meditation. Let's begin by breathing deeply and just celebrating this time together where we can pause. We are deliberately pulling ourselves out of rushing towards the future, planning and worrying, and obsessing over a past that is already gone. Let's continue to breathe deeply. And just noticing where our feet make contact with the floor or mattress or wherever you happen to be. And sending our awareness further up the legs. Stopping for a moment on the knees and the hips. And with a hand on the belly, relaxing the belly, noticing the rise and fall of the belly as we breathe. And just letting it all hang out. If we start losing focus during our body scan, bring our attention back to the breath. You can visualize waving hello to the distracting thoughts. Knowing that they will always be there to distract us after our short 15 minutes of focus and self-care. Moving our awareness up from the belly towards the chest and the heart, and stopping on the heart for a moment. And just noticing the rise and fall of the torso as we breathe. And in relaxing the face, pausing to notice little things about our head and face area. Noticing what it feels like to relax the eyebrows. Noticing what it feels like to lift the face with a little smile rather than a little scowl. Noticing the feeling of hair on our heads or not. The coolness of air. And taking several deep breaths together in silence, reminding ourselves, breathe in, I ease my body and mind. Breathe out, I am home, I am arrived. Breathe in, I ease my body and mind. Breathe out, I am safe. I am at ease. And let's continue this for a couple moments. Applying this mantra to our inhalation and exhalation. Reminding ourselves that neuroscience tells us our brain doesn't believe what's happening. Our brain believes what we tell it. Our body believes what we tell it, so let's say something good. Doesn't mean we are lying to ourselves, but it does mean that we can accept we don't have had to win the lottery and have a private army to feel safe and abundant. We can feel safe and abundant in our little quiet lives. And let's amplify that now by reviewing the many blessings we may have, despite the hardships that we are facing, that everyone is facing as part of our human condition with health, relating, family. Let's take a moment to chronicle our blessings. The real support for I am safe, I am home, I have arrived. Breathing in, I ease my body and mind. And breathing out, I am safe. Breathing in, I quiet my body and mind. Breathing out, I am arrived. As we continue this breath mantra, focusing on our breathing, relaxing the body, reminding ourselves of the great blessings we do face in spite of whatever hardships we are facing. Let's invite to our minds any thoughts of fearfulness that are arising. Any thoughts whereby if we say, I am safe, I am home, I bring ease, our body and mind say, nuh-uh, what about this? Those are the thoughts and feelings we're looking for. And just sit with each thought or feeling as it arises and hold ourselves in loving space, breathing through the painful thoughts and feelings. Developing resilience, perseverance, and sitting with painful thoughts and feelings is how we can help lessen their traumatic impact on our psyche. Sitting with painful thoughts and feelings feels like it's going to kill us, but actually it doesn't. We can get through them one breath at a time. It doesn't mean it's easy. If anyone has dealt with the grief over the death of a loved one in the family, it's terrible, right? The many months of nights of counting one breath at a time. And just note the things that arise. Perhaps it's fear for a loved one's safety or health, fear of being alone, fear of being helpless, out of control, fear for survival. All of these amount to fear for survival, unable to provide for ourselves, unable to protect ourselves and our loved ones. So that's kind of what it boils down to. How much of that is actually real in a first world country where we are not at war is moot. We have so many blessings. Turning on the tap and water comes out. Oh my gosh. If you have traveled to a place without running water, what a miracle that is. Internet. A warm house in winter. In our meditation time together, we are calling these primal fears for survival up to our conscious mind, because they circle down there like sharks, and it's better to bring them to light. And in some of my recent dealings with elders, as elders begin decline into like dementia, and it doesn't even have to be full-on dementia, but it's just the beginning of the end part of life, whether it's a few years or a couple decades of that. As we lose our resilience, we don't have the ability to kind of suppress those fears anymore. And so they come up to the surface and they take over, they hijack our emotions completely. And I was thinking, holy cow, better to get this stuff out now. What have I got stuffed in a drawer I never look at? Get it out now, because otherwise it's going to come out when we're older and we don't have the resilience, the ability to manage it with the logical brain. The metacognition begins to fade a little bit, where we can think about our thinking. We can sit with our painful thoughts, but they don't consume us. So in some of the elders I'm working with, I see that this capacity has faded a little bit, and they are basically consumed by very old fears that are not material. And that is deeply upsetting for them. And so that's kind of what's prompted today's practice is, let's get that stuff out there. Whatever we're hiding, let's bring it to light, because it's coming out one way or the other. And the end of life is not tidy and clean and easy. Not just for the elder, but the loved ones. Trying to figure that out is really tough. So let's sit with this for a couple moments longer, reminding ourselves. I breathe in and ease my body and mind, and say it to yourself, silently or aloud. Say it. It's better aloud, actually. It has more impact on your psychology if you speak to yourself out loud. And exhaling, breathing out, I am safe, I am home. The reason being, the left hemisphere, which regulates speech, helps keep the amygdala, the fear center of the brain, in check. And so if you talk to yourself out loud while problem solving, you help control your fear response. Pretty cool, hey? Pretty simple things your great-grandma knew about, but now we understand the why. It's awesome. Breathing in, I ease my body and mind. Breathing out, I am safe. I am home. I have arrived. I enjoy abundance. I enjoy ease. I enjoy respect, and I give respect. Perhaps items on your bucket list are coming up. What have we always dreamed of that we've never quite done? Where are we holding ourselves back because of fear of taking risks? Where are we filled with regret or yearning? And where are we consumed by fear and finding it pretty hard to manage? Our time is up, alas, our 15 minutes has passed, but what a productive thought process. I encourage you to sit with this for longer if you like, or journal about it. If you don't have time for either, then when we're doing other activities like taking a shower, vacuuming, walking to and from the parking lots or shopping, let's get back in here. What comes to mind and what can we bring to the surface that doesn't have to stay buried in the closet any longer? Thank you for joining with me today. I look forward to hearing from you over the week about intentions for our next practice, and I wish you a lovely week. Thank you so much. Go Canada, go. I hope they won the hockey game.